baby, Prospector Tripp. Hey, I'm working on my little electric furnace foundry melter of the stuff gizmo. This is the one that I had running there in the last video, and I pulled all the gizmos out of it and cleaned it up a little bit because I want to redo it. I'm gonna build another one too while I'm at it. Decided to make this one almost exact same height just because that one there worked out really well. You can see, I can't see it, yeah, probably about 9 inches. Basically can hold a 6-inch crucible, and if we put in a fire brick in there and a 5-incher, and of course there'll be a smidge of headroom also. I'm gonna use, of course, this top also, and this guy here is about 4.5 inches deep. I think I can get about another inch or so of headroom there. So even with the 1-inch fire brick in there, I should still be able to make a 6-inch crucible, which is a gigantic amount. Okay folks, to start off, I think I'm just going to mark this one similar to this one. Mark it like this, all right? I have here some Rigidizer for ceramic wool. I put some of the ceramic wool that I had in here before back in there, just kind of to level off the bottom to make it fairly flat. And I have a few leftover pieces here also that I was using that I'm going to experiment a little bit on this one before I do the brand new ceramic wool. And so I'm going to just place those in there. This stuff says that you can paint it on, spray it on, or dip it. We'll get into the material. It hardens up in about 24 hours, and of course it can be fired maybe a little earlier even to harden it up faster, it says, but I'll probably just wait overnight, you know. I think there it goes. Dang, it wasn't gonna leak, I don't think. Okay, let's give it a little shot here and just see what we got here. Just like that. Soak it right up. It sure did. It soaked it up like a sponge. It's pretty rigidy. Let's put this other one in here. I guess pouring it on is the very conservative methodology. Okay, let's make this nice and thick there anyway. It's not like I sprayed it on, that's for sure. It's definitely got some oomph to it. Now, this piece here, take it out, try to keep it in some kind of shape that it was. Do this with it. Rigidize that a little bit there. Yeah, this stuff is silicon dioxide, I think, but so it can cause like itching on your fingers and whatnot if you don't wash your hands after. Of course, like everything else, you don't want to eat it or breathe it. Don't eat and breathe anything. Now this is probably going to cause more rust inside my furnace, but whatever. That's just the way it goes. Okay. Hey folks, I got a nice 2-inch piece cut here. So let me take this back out. We're going to rigidize it and stick it on back in. That's right. Okay, you guys look over here. Look over here now. Come on. Take it easy, Miss Wales. Just take it easy, Miss Wales. Just take it easy. Boy, it soaks this Rigidizer up pretty good. I might spray it next time. It's like, man, like an endless bounty of rigidizations. Okay, I'm going to use these guys here to load up the bottom a smidge more because it's a little bit low, and these nice little rigidy guys will pay off in the end, I'm sure. Okay. Now, see if this last guy here will cut the mustard here. I think we might be okay there. Now, let me put this guy in. This guy's just been rigidized. Oh yeah, there we go. Now, get it all set nicely here. So I want to turn it a smidge. Right like that. I got my vent holder here, right there. So I want to try and work around that a little bit if I can. Okay, not so bad. Take it easy, Miss Wales. Take it easy. Just take it on easy. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good there. Cutting a little plug up for the bottom. Ah, this one's barely got any on it. I might have to rigidize it again. Okay. Get it to soak through it good. Yeah, it's not so bad. Yeah, it's pretty wet. Plus it'll soak some up from these guys, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, a nice little bottom there. You guys probably like me sniffing my nose all the time. All I ever do, man, I've got a runny nose. I got the COVID nose or something. What you got? I got COVID nose. Oh. Okay guys, I think I got her working here. Okay. It's actually spraying like it's supposed to. Another semi-miracle. I think that's probably a lot already. Yeah. Put me out this piece. Metal cutting saw blade. These things are killer, man. I really like them. So incredibly handy. And so good. Good. Huh? There. Yeah, gotta be careful not to breathe this crap. Rust, all this stuff, you know, metal dust. None of it's very good. None of it's too good for you. I'm not sure if I like this magnetic feel. It's always giving me a hassle. Okay, 6 inches. I'm cutting this one a full 6 inches. Full 6 inches, baby. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Alright, see, we can rigidize this guy on in here. You guys better stand up here and look. Come on, stand up a little bit. Stand up. You're laying down on the job. You guys, man, laying down on the job, man. Okay, fine. Okay, I know how you guys are. I know how you are. Okay. Okay, I know this is going to fit just fine because I tested it before. Let's spray this backside a little. Okay. Now, I'll spray the front side some too while I got it out here. Make it easy on me. A bit more sprayations. Okay, here we go. All right, now. Now this one I don't have any holes in or anything because this is a new container. Obviously, you just saw me cut it. So I'm gonna let this set up, and then I'm going to, you know, utilize a hole saw, you know, and cut a hole through it, and get it going that way. For the top here too. Yeah, it should be okay. I think that'll be just fine. This one's been on the heat a couple hours and getting nice and crispy now. See the bottom there looks really nice. Very nice. This guy here is still soaked. Same with this one. That one's getting pretty dry too. Anyway, yeah, we're cooking them off here in a few more hours. We should have them dry. Piece of baby. I gotta go bigger than that, that's for sure. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Okay, well, whatever. The bottom line is always the bottom line, that's for sure. That's for sure. Josie Wales, why do you want to play so much? Huh? Yeah, the second I get a chance to go do something, you're like, hey man, let's play Frisbee. Let's play Frisbee, that'd be fantastic. It'd be really great. Now, that way big enough. Okay. All right. I know that'll go through there, but let's check something else. Let's smash it down to make one of these guys the right fit, because it doesn't need too much. Okay, guys, we're gonna knock this dude up here real quickly. And I'm gonna grind it. That's the best way, of course. Have it all screwed up through there. Okay, here's that side. Got it like that. I'm kind of just eyeballing this guy here now it's through there with the 3 loops, and looks like the appropriate pressure would be the hole kind of back over here, you know. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drill it right about there. Just got my hole started with that guy there. If I can get through to it. Dude, it's down there, a smidge right there. Okay, there we go. Okay, now what I need these for, is these coils, you know, from this end all the way to this end are a specific amount of resistance. So if you went to the middle of this coil, right to the exact middle, it'd be half that resistance. And so if this coil was half as long and we connected it up, yeah, it gets super, super hot really fast, probably burn right out. So what that means is if this part touched that part, so this takes out this much of the coil, it reduces the resistance, and of course can burn out your coil immediately. So you can't have them touching. So you wind them around or whatever, you can't have them touching. So I'm going to use this guy for a spacer between them. Okay. Okay. These guys are probably roughly about 3/4 inch square. So I'm going to stick those between the coils, you know. Okay folks, I got the coil wrapped all the way around from starting from here, okay, going all the way, get on in there a little more, starting here at the bottom, going all the way around, 1 lap, 2 laps, and 3 laps, and then coming out here. So it's 3 full turns in there. I only had 2 turns last time when I was using this coil in this furnace, but this is of course the rebuild, and of course I'm building the other one in there too. Right there, that one, right there, blow that one too. Anyway, yeah, so I got the, I cut off those pieces of Kaowool, and I got them tucked in between all of the coils so they don't touch to each other. Because if they touch, that's not good, right? You can burn out your coil real easy. And the only thing I'm wondering about, boy, it's really tight on my crucible. It's about the same size as my, you know, clay crucible, my crucible. And so, yeah, it's a little bit tight. But anyway, a smaller one goes in there super easy. And I got to put, of course, a piece of fire brick or something in the bottom, or a piece of porcelain or something. So, yeah, I'm going to, you know, put a piece of fire brick in there, I'm sure. So anyway. Hey folks, I brought this dude in a while back. As you saw, I finished up the Kaowool work on this one, and then it's been sitting here on top of that heater for about 2 hours. And so it was sitting up around 500 degrees inside, and of course I took it off the heater and it cooled. It was down, I don't know, it's a couple hundred degrees for sure, but you know, not 500 anymore. I hooked up those wires. You can see I just got them wrapped around there, okay, and that cord goes right up there and just plugs into the wall. So it direct drive right from the wall right to those coils. So yeah, if you touch one of those, you get a shock or electrocuted. Okay, so I'm going to clean those up, right, so they're protected. You can see I got those in the ceramic little jacket, right, so it can't touch the casing. But yeah, I'm just doing a little test here, so I thought I'd tell you that point. And of course I stuck on the lid here just a couple minutes ago. It's been running here for about probably 5 minutes now, 4 minutes, 5, something like that. Anyway, the top's not even warm really. Well, barely warm, 78 degrees. The side should be still fairly hot because of, no, they're not though. They're only 178, which, you know, it was up pretty hot, you know, it was over 400 or 500 or something sitting on top of that thing, you know. Anyway, let's crack it open here because it's been a few minutes and we'll see what we got here. So, let's hold you right there like that. Take a peek in here. drop the inside there. Yeah, looks like it's getting pretty hot. So that's the original coil. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it says it's 1300 basically. You know, having it open, it drops off pretty quick, but yeah, it looks like it's cooking in there really nicely. Of course, it's just barely big enough. Actually, this guy here, it's a pretty snug fit, right? It goes in there basically, but boy, I'll tell you what, it's really tight. I'm pretty sure I could, you know, put it in there and it would melt. And I don't also have, you know, the fire brick bottom in there yet. You know, I got, you know, cut basically a circle shaped one, you know, about as big as this guy, and wiggle it in there when it's cold, and then I can melt something. Yeah, looking pretty good though. Fairly happy with it so far. And this one here, of course, is cooking too. I brought it up to temp just a little while back, and just to dry it out somewhat too, because this stuff this one especially had a ton of moisture in it because of my craziness with the Rigidizer. With the Rigidizer. That's right. There we go. Let me stick this guy back on for a few minutes here. I want to see if we can get up to 2000. You know, that was the point here. Is I insulated an extra amount and all that, so I could see how hot we could get it up to. This one here, see, it's got a much smaller coil, right? It's only about 3/8 of an inch around, whereas this one here is about 3/4 of an inch. And but it's nice thick wire, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so one by one, man, one by one. We'll see how this one's doing. Now here also, you see, I got the hole wide open, right, for the air vent. I'm basically going to use that for you know, temperature regulation, and of course to introduce oxygen into this thing so it'll oxidize, you know, when I'm trying to Cupel something. It's definitely getting hotter now because the lid's starting to heat up a little bit. Okay, let's see, get one more test here. Ooh, yeah, see, it's 94 now. It was 70 something. Sides are, yeah, getting up there. Let's see about this one. Oh yeah, see, almost 200 now. Okay, let's check the top here now. Yeah, 292, pretty hot. Side 330. This other side 333, very similar. All right, let's check the inside of this dude here. Let me set you up here. Hopefully. Hope you don't fall on in there or something. That you? That's you right there. Pretty good. Pay attention here now. You fall in there, be like, oh my gosh, you fell in there. Okay, we gotta see what the temp is here. I can't dork around too long with the lid off, otherwise it's not a fair test. So I'm just gonna move it a smidge, like that. See what we got here. Ooh, 1983. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shut it on down because I think it'll achieve 2000 no problem. Yeah, so right there, it's going to get to about 300-400 degrees there, but I'm going to take, I think, that fiberglass insulation, you know, unhook it, slide it over it, you know, so it goes inside a smidge, and then, you know, hook it all up and heat shrink it on. And the heat shrink will be all back here, which is barely even warm, you know. And I don't think it'll probably melt off unless I'm careless. That's right. Unless I'm careless, I'm never careless or anything. Alright, that's it. Peace, baby. Peace, baby. Yeah, this one I'm making for my buddy. And I wanted to show you something that it's very fragile here, because I got, of course, the coil in here, and I got it wrapped, and you can see it down there a little bit right here, right? But when I was done, I had to make a choice if I wanted to put some kind of spacer between the coil or maybe put a whole mat over it like I did here. I basically tore a piece of this matting only about a 1/4 inch or 1/3 of an inch thick, maybe half in some spots, and then of course I had the wiring all perfectly straight, you know, where nothing was touching, and then I put this in there and then rigidized it. Now it's not very tough, right? Super wimpy, but if it's handled with you know, kid gloves, you know, and just the temperature raised up and lowered, not bumped around, not dropped off a building or whatever, I'm sure it'll be fine. However, yeah, it's not perfectly tough, which I'm whatever about that. You know, here, I put you back up here now. Come on now, I put you back up here. You stay right there if I can get you. Dang it, man! Yeah, stop wiggling. Stop wiggling. You're like Josie Wales, man. You all wiggle all the time. Okay, now this is the top for this one that I'm making for, like I said, my friend. Or maybe I'll just put a handle on top and just take the top off. You know, it's so simple because I'm trying to make it super easy, so there's nothing hardly to mess with. You know, I mean, if you can get some Kaowool, the Rigidizer, a knife, and cut it and, you know, rigidize it and cut one of these guys, you know, some kind of propane tank in half, you can build one of these things. You know, there isn't anything to this thing either, right? All I did is just basically cut 2 holes in it, and of course cut it in half, and of course same old song and dance. You know, I put the Kaowool in there and then rigidized it, and then I, you know, fed the ends of the coil, you know, the element through here in the bottom, and then coiled it all the way around until it met this one. I think it's 5 turns in this one. I pulled it really far, so it's got a pretty good gap, maybe about a 1/4 inch between each loop. Hopefully you can see those down in there. Anyway, about a 1/4 inch between each loop. It's fairly open, you know. It's not a real tight coil. But yeah, I tried it last night just playing around, and I got it up past 2,000 degrees in about 10 minutes. So I was pretty happy about that. So yeah, anyway, one by one. I got to make it a smidge safer. And so one of the things talking to actually Coulter Young, which actually I'm building that for Coulter Young. He recommended, hey, why don't you just put a GFCI on it, on the end of the plug, and then if something crazy happens, it gets wet or you touch your hand on it or whatever, it should pop. Anyway, so yeah, I bought this. It's about 15 bucks. I got a couple more coming because I'm going to put one on mine too to make them safer. But looks like a pretty good unit overall. It's very heavy duty. It's kind of waterproof. It says it's waterproof, but bottom line is you get water on it, it should pop. So that's the point of it. So I'm just going to put that on the end of the cable, on the end of the cord, right? And then when we plug it in, you're somewhat protected. That's enough to melt heat shrink. So I'm going to try that first, and then if it gives Coulter any problem in the future, you just may have to fix it, dog. I'm just sending you one here, okay? The easy build, the easy electric build, easy. That's the point, right? 2 holes, cut off the top, put in the Kaowool, rigidize it, put in the coil. You know, you don't have to go over it like I did here, but you need to space it out somehow where the coils don't touch. That's an important fact, that you can't let the coils touch each other because that reduces the resistance. And if it reduces the resistance of the coil, it gets much hotter. And it'll get so hot in one spot, like if this coil from this wire right here, this part just touched like a real short piece of the coil, you know, looped over or something, that piece would just burn up. It'd burn it right out, or my breaker would pop, one of the two. But anyway, you can see what I did in this one, right? I took Kaowool on the outside, rigidized it, and then I took strips of Kaowool, soaked them a bit in you know, Rigidizer, and then tucked them in between each coil, like that, which is how I did it last time. You can see how small. Anyway, you can see how tight this is, right? Look at this. It don't even go in there all the way, right? But I do believe it would work still. Anyway, that's a pretty big, you know, crucible. Now, what I want to do with one of these guys here is I got some blades. These little masonry blades. They're nothing special. You get them at any hardware store, basically. But they're of course masonry, so you can cut this kind of material. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece about as big as that right out of it, you know, in a circle, and of course drop that down in there. And of course also with coulters, I'm going to put a piece in the bottom of his too. Radio. And there we have it. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, these guys got moisture in them for sure because they were sitting out on my table and you know, getting snowed on and everything. So I'm going to set them up here for a few minutes to get them dried out while I work on this guy here, the wiring, and we'll get that done. That's right, we'll get that wiring done on that thing. Yes, sir. I snatched those dudes off the fire a while back, but they're still pretty hot. They're about 20 minutes, but they're still pretty hot. See if this one goes in there without scuffing the sides. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't want to even touch the sides if you can help it. Never want to touch the sides because you don't want to damage, you know, this coating I put on here. You know, like I said, it's very fragile. I'm sure somebody gets on it, bangs it or whatever, it'll screw it up. Alright, let's try this for a test. Oh baby, look at that. That was a freaking nice big crucible. That's a nice big one. Okay folks, I got a couple of these shielding here over a high temp wire. It came off of a little furnace that I bought a while back that I burned out. But anyway, they're pretty handy for our project here. Roughly like that, just so I could ensure we kind of got it away from the unit. And we'll just do that. I'll cut it right about there. Now, I got this cord here that I was using for mine originally, and I used it to test and whatever today also. So what I do is this guy is basically I got to cut off the end because I need to catch this dude, right? So we don't have you know, too big of a hazard with this thing. See, I got this one attached here. Kind of got this rubber boot over it like that. Looks pretty good actually. So we did the same thing with the other one. Hey folks, looks like I got it all hog-tied here. I just put this couple tie wraps here, one loop around here, then tie wrapped it again so you can't easily yank it out of there. You can see I got the little ceramic block here with the wiring going straight through. I attached to the ground. It's nice and firm. Then I got these you know, protective wires here, which are just, I'm sure, fiberglass. But the outside only gets about 300, 400 maybe on a real hot day or something, so if you let it run for an hour or something. So I don't think it'll have any issue. Even these guys that are plastic, I don't think will have an issue. But there's only one way to really know, so we're going to find that out here right now. Right now, we're going to fire this hog up, because we're about ready. That's right, piece baby. Yeah, this side's the hot. When you plug it in, it's the black one. This one here is obviously the ground. Now the deal is, where are you? Oh, there you are. Alright, just that little block right to the coil. So how you turn it on is you plug this dude in, right? So let's plug it in one time, see if something pops or breaks or something. Yep. Just torqued on my Oh yeah, getting hot. They're getting hot already. I can feel them. Okay, we gotta try a test though here. This is the point here. Test. Aha. Worked pretty good. And reset. Boom. It's like that. We are cooking. Yeah. Peace, baby. All right. Reset it. So anyway, it's about 80 degrees in there. Just it's basically cool, cold. So I'm gonna plug it on in here right now at 6:31. Fire brick. Ooh, look at that. Right on the fire brick. It's 11:45 after 10 minutes. Yeah, folks, I continued to let it run. Yeah, folks, I continued to let it run for another 5 minutes here. So we're at 15 minutes now from cold. And we're going to see what we get now here. Because we are, we're mighty cooking now. Let's see here. Oh yeah, 1481 on the fire brick, okay, right on it. So yeah, that's pretty good. I know it'll go up over to 2000 because I just did it. I did it last night. Yeah, folks, I'm going to do a little bit of fix up on mine here a little bit more. I'm going to put on this heat shrink, which I'm sure it'll get blackened right at the very edge, but it'll generally, I think, keep everybody's fingers safe. It's been 12 minutes, so let me yank out our gizmo here and we'll see what we got here. On my light. Yeah, so 1785. Now we got to do the real test. This is the good part. This is 6.2 grams of 1/20th, roughly 12K gold filled scrap. So I'm hoping this is about 4 grams of pure gold in there. Looks like crap right now, right? Doesn't look very good at this point. 8, 1. I'm going to put 2 grams in the one, and the remainder, which will be 4.2 grams in the big one. That way we can get a little count on the whole thing. Okay, so there is 2.03. Hey, almost 4.2. The little one in Coulter's. Well, his fire brick's correct too. Well, yours is falling apart already, dude. Piece of crap. You give me that piece of crap, Tripp. Okay. All right. We got the big gold in mine. We got the little gold in Coulter's. Yeah, it's a little more reasonable, I think. Just don't want it to flood over, right? That'd be bad. Perfect. Okay. All right, let's cap this dog off. I'm just gonna leave this dude closed for a little while to get it up to temp here. Okay, fine. Good. Okay. Here we have it. Feel this. Yeah, lukewarm. Oh, she's getting hot though. She's ripping in there, man. Just a ripping. I can feel it. Just a ripping. Hopefully that'll appropriately alloy. I'll stick one more little piece in right over here. Smash it on down there. Okay, that's it. That's the whole program. All right, let's cap it off here, guys. Let's cap her off. It's got a little bit of an air infiltration around the edge, right? And then of course it's got this big old Mongo hole here, which you know, lets in plenty of air, I'm hoping. This guy here, I'm gonna leave it just totally sealed up like it is, and we'll see how it does with no air infiltration. It'll have a little bit that'll get in there, but we'll see how it goes. And so let me grab this guy out here first. Nice shiny gold bead, there ain't no doubt about that. Okay. Oh yeah, that one's pretty red too. Let me get you out of there. A nice little shiny bead there. Right there. That's what's wrong with me right there. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see, baby? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's see if they're hardcore or if they come out real easy. Oh, these little things, they couldn't grab nothing. Give me something a little more beef here. Dang. It's harder than I thought. It ain't supposed to be hard. Okay, fine. I'm gonna have to get a real pair of pliers. You're forcing me to get a pair of pliers. That's okay. Alright, I'll come back. Okay guys, I gotta move it up close here, a little bit closer. There you go. Okay, yeah. I got a pair of pliers so we can jank on this thing a little bit harder. Get a little pry here. It should come right out there. See, it came right out. Right out. It really helps a lot if you got a little something to hang on to it with. Try these big muggers on this guy here. See quite a bit of slag and junk on this one. As far as it came out pretty easy. A little stuck. Boy, I don't know if it's twice as big, but it might be. Looks like it might be. Anyway, there's quite a bit of material here. Let's look at the. Let's look. Come on, you come on down here with me. You just get on down here. Take a look here. Looky here. So got a nice big gold button there, right? Got him out of there. And there's our little one. This one was 2 grams when we started, right? A little bit over 2 grams. Come on, get on up there. There you go. And that one was 4.2-ish. But you can see there's a little bit of stuff in here, right? So I'm going to chisel all this stuff out again. And I'll alloy it with a little bit of lead, you know, and put it in another Cupel, you know, see what it's got. Because I can see it's got a tiny bit of gold for sure. Tiny bit for sure. There. So, yeah. So with that, yeah, that's what I got to do with those. So next time I'm going to do it a little bit differently still. I'm going to have to, I think what I'm going to do is put that fluffy, you know, foil kind of gold like you see that I've gotten, and I'm going to put it in like a pill container or something, and smash it down really hard maybe, and then so it's, you know, kind of a compressed, bunch of metal, and then put it in there all compressed, and maybe a hunk of lead right on top of it, and maybe that'll work better. Or I hate to have to alloy it each time, right? Melt it, put in lead, you know, stir in it, you know. Really, I don't want to do that. So hopefully I can just smash it down a little better or something. Anyway, we better weigh these things in, right? We better weigh him in. Quit jaw jacking on me. You're jaw jacking. You're killing me, boy, with all your jackjations. With your jackjations going on. Okay, here, let's see what we got here. Come on, get off there. There we go. Okay, you guys get over on here with me like this. Okay, you guys watch. You guys watch. Just watch. Stop complaining. Stop whimpering. I know you're not whimpering. You guys never whimper. That's because you're professionals. Tear that dude out. Got some wind. Tear it out again. Josie, you're pretty close. You're gonna knock something out, I'm gonna be mad. So get it, go. Just take it easy. Take it easy, love. Take it easy, baby girl. Okay, hold on. Hold on, baby. The winds are blowing, right? Feel the heat on this, dude. That's okay. See if this wind tear. Okay, 2.18, 2.18, 2.18. Okay, let's try this little guy. 1.1. So 2.1 and 1.1, so we got 3.2. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got here. 3.3. So, yeah, 3.3. I broke even, maybe made $5 or something. Now, basically pure gold, right? Very, very clean looking. Ooh, looks nice. You throw it on the ground, rolls underneath something, falls down the sewer. Oh, what the heck happened? Yeah, very pretty little guys, I'd say, huh? They look nice. What do you think, Wales? She goes, oh, they're okay. They're okay. Here, you look at them one time. Look at these. Look at these, Josh. Look at them. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? She goes, I don't care about that crap. I thought it smelled like a cheeseburger. That doesn't smell at all like a cheeseburger.